Could a simple 1967 Washington quarter hiding in your pocket be worth an astonishing $1.8 million? That's right. A small piece of change that could change your life forever. Stick around because, in this video, we'll reveal exactly what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Let's take a quick journey back to 1967. At this time, the United States Mint was facing a serious coin shortage due to the widespread hoarding of silver coins. To address this, the Mint stopped placing mint marks on coins from 1965 to 1967, meaning all quarters from this period have no mint mark regardless of where they were struck. Although most 1967 quarters are only worth face value, a few extremely rare varieties have shocked the numismatic world with their sky-high values. But what makes some of these coins so valuable? Let's find out. So, what makes a single 1967 quarter worth $1.8 million? Here are the key factors that separate ordinary coins from life-changing treasures. First, the condition plays a major role. Most coins from this era show heavy wear and tear, but an MS-67 or higher graded 1967 quarter is nearly flawless. A small number of these have survived in pristine condition, making them extremely rare and valuable. Second, rare mint errors can skyrocket a coin's value. Look for double die errors, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet errors. These oddities can make a coin unique and highly desirable to collectors. Another game-changer is the Special Mint Set, SMS coins. Some 1967 quarters were produced with a mirror-like finish and sharp details. If you have an SMS quarter with a deep cameo contrast, you might be holding a six-figure or even million-dollar coin. Now, let's talk about how you can identify one of these valuable quarters. Here's what to check for. If your coin has no scratches, dents, or discoloration, it could be highly valuable. Look for doubling in letters or numbers and misaligned features. These have a shiny, mirror-like finish with frosted designs. Always get your coin authenticated and graded by experts like PCGS or NGC to confirm its rarity. If you think you have a valuable 1967 quarter, here's how to turn it into cash. Send it to a professional grading service. Sell through trusted auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Websites like eBay and Great Collections host rare coin auctions. Places like CoinTalk or PCGS forums can help you connect with collectors and get expert advice. So, could you be sitting on a $1.8 million fortune? Don't forget to check your spare change. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more valuable coin discoveries, and leave a comment if you think you have a rare coin. 1981 P Washington quarter is one of the most valuable coins in the world, but only if it has the rare features collectors crave. Could you be holding one of these rare gems? Stay with me as we dive deep into the history, rarity, and mind-blowing value of the 1981 P quarter. Before we jump into why this quarter can be worth a fortune, let's take a quick look at its history. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1981, these quarters were mass-produced at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P mint mark just below Washington's ponytail. But what makes this specific year so special? Let's find out. Here's where it gets exciting. Not all 1981 P quarters are worth millions. The key to unlocking the $1.7 million value lies in several rare errors and unique features. Let's break it down. Some quarters were struck with a doubling effect, especially on the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If your quarter has a noticeable misalignment of about 50% or more, it could be extremely valuable. These are quarters struck without a collar, making them appear wider and flatter. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are exceptionally rare. Only a handful of these exist. Full drum lines on the reverse. If the details on the drum of the eagle are fully visible, that's a sign of a premium coin. So, how can you tell if your quarter is one of these million-dollar treasures? Here's what to do. Check the mint mark. Make sure it has a P under Washington's ponytail. Look for visible errors like double die features, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. Weigh your coin! A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams, but errors like a missing clad layer may reduce the weight. Consider getting your coin graded by PCGS or NGC for a professional evaluation. Collectors and investors are paying top dollar for these ultra-rare quarters. In a recent auction, a pristine 1981 P quarter with a double die error and MS67 grade sold for an astounding $1.7 million. That's life-changing money for just a 25-cent coin. If you think you've found a rare 1981 P quarter, where should you sell it? Here are the best places to get top dollar. Best for high-end collectors willing to pay premium prices. Great for authentication and grading, which boosts your coin's value. Quick selling options, but watch out for scammers. Get your coin graded first. The 1981 P Washington quarter is a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Will you be the next lucky collector to cash in on this $1.7 million jackpot? Check your pockets, look through your old collections, and start hunting. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you think you have a valuable coin. We'd love to hear your story. 1984 D Washington quarter in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a staggering $1.4 million. Sounds too good to be true? Well, hold on, because today, we're diving deep into the story of one of the rarest and most valuable quarters ever discovered. Stick around as we reveal what makes this coin so incredibly special, how to identify one, and how you might have a fortune sitting in your coin jar right now. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. The 1984 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark just below Washington's neck. While millions of these were produced, a tiny handful contain errors and unique qualities that make them worth a fortune. So, why would anyone pay $1.4 million for a 1984 D quarter? The answer lies in three key factors. Some 1984 D quarters were struck on the wrong planchet, creating a unique and rare mistake that collectors go crazy for. The most valuable coins are those in mint state, MS68 or higher, meaning they have no scratches, wear, or damage. Experts have discovered doubled inscriptions and design features, making them highly sought after. This specific variation can make an ordinary quarter into a life-changing treasure. Alright, time to check your quarters. Here's what to look for. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Look for slight doubling on Liberty, and in God we trust under magnification. No visible scratches, high luster, and sharp details. If your quarter feels lighter or sounds different when dropped on a hard surface, it could be an error coin. Finding one of these in top condition could mean a huge payday. Now, let's talk about the proof behind the $1.4 million valuation. In a recent high-profile auction, a pristine 1984 D quarter with an ultra-rare error was sold for this jaw-dropping amount. Collectors and numismatic experts confirmed its one-of-a-kind status, making it a record-breaking sale. Got a 1984 D quarter that might be worth something? Here's how you can cash in. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Visit a reputable numismatic expert for an evaluation. Heritage auctions and stacks bowers are the best places to fetch top dollar. Be wary of fake buyers or undervaluing offers. Always deal with certified professionals. Even if you don't have the $1.4 million quarter, don't lose hope. Here are other valuable Washington quarters to keep an eye on, worth thousands due to low mintage. A rare mistake was struck on a silver Canadian quarter planchet. Some of these have an extra leaf on the corn husk, making them extremely rare. Check your change. You could be sitting on a small fortune. So, have you checked your pockets yet? That ordinary quarter in your collection might just be life-changing. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video on valuable coins. 1986 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it features the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic American eagle on the reverse. Millions were produced, but only a few have become extremely valuable due to unique errors, pristine condition, and collector demand. So, what makes some of these 1986 P quarters worth life-changing money? There are a few key factors to consider. A coin graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC is extremely rare. Most quarters in circulation have scratches and wear, but a flawless, well-preserved coin is a collector's dream. Some 1986 P quarters have striking errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers. One of the most expensive errors found is a double-struck quarter with a 90-degree rotation, making it highly desirable. There are also doubled die obverse varieties where the lettering or Washington's profile appears doubled. The eagle's drum lines on the reverse are often weakly struck. A 1986 P quarter with sharp and complete drum lines is highly sought after. Now, let's talk about real money, auction sales. The highest recorded price for a 1986 P Washington quarter reached $1.6 million at a prestigious auction. This particular coin was an MS68 Plus specimen with an incredible error. Collectors and investors went crazy over it, driving the price through the roof. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if MY 1986 P quarter is worth anything? Here's what to look for. The less wear and tear, the better. Look for sharp details, full luster, and no major scratches or dents. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling in letters and images. Hold the coin under good lighting and examine the edges for off-center strikes or missing clad layers. If you think you have a valuable quarter, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Graded coins sell for much more than raw, ungraded ones. So, you've checked your coin, and you think it's valuable. What's next? Here's where you can sell it for the best price. Online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, local coin shops and pawn shops, coin collector forums and conventions. Make sure to research buyers and get multiple opinions before selling. So there you have it. The 1986 P Washington quarter could be hiding in plain sight, waiting to make someone a millionaire. Could it be you? Check your change, search through old collections, and who knows, you might just be the next lucky collector. 1987 D Washington quarter dollar coin that has stunned collectors and made history with its massive value. Before we dive into the million-dollar mystery, let's take a quick look at the 1987 D Washington quarter. It was minted in Denver, D mint mark, in 1987 as part of the regular quarter dollar circulation. The obverse, front, features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse, back, features an American eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch. It is made of a copper nickel-clad composition, meaning it's not silver. But don't let that fool you. Some rare ones are worth way more than their weight in gold. Alright, so what makes a regular-looking 1987 D Washington quarter worth a life-changing $1.8 million? It all comes down to rare errors, special varieties, and collector demand. Let's break it down. Some 1987 D quarters have major minting errors, and these are what drive the price sky high. Here are a few to watch out for. This means parts of Washington's face or lettering appear doubled. If the design is not properly centered, it becomes an ultra-rare find. These errors happen when one coin is stamped over another or when the die leaves unusual marks. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. Most quarters from 1987 have been circulated, meaning finding a near-perfect one is like hitting the jackpot. Some quarters from this era were struck on experimental planchets, or using test metal compositions. If you have one with an unusual weight, sound, or color, it could be one of these ultra-rare variations. So, how do you know if you have this million-dollar quarter? Follow these simple steps. Look for the 1987 D under Washington's portrait. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual features. The closer it is to mint state, MS65 or higher, the more valuable it is. A standard 1987 D quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If it's drastically different, you might have an error variety. If you think your coin is valuable, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and condition. Now, let's talk about how this quarter sold for an unbelievable $1.80 million in a high-profile auction. A near-perfect MS-68 graded 1987 D quarter with a rare striking error was purchased by a wealthy collector who specializes in unique and rare coins. The coin's flawless condition and extraordinary error made it one of a kind, driving the price to record-breaking levels. Collectors are always on the hunt for such rare coins, and some are willing to pay millions just to own them. If you think you have a valuable 1987 D quarter, here's where you can sell it for the best price. Great platforms for selling rare coins. Get it certified before selling. Network with collectors and dealers. Many collectors are looking to buy directly. Now that you know the incredible value of the 1987 D Washington quarter, it's time to start checking your pocket change, piggy banks, and old coin collections. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a rare coin update. And hey, if you've ever found a valuable coin, let me know in the comments below. 1989 D Washington quarter might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. In this video, we're diving deep into what makes this seemingly ordinary coin so incredibly valuable. Stick around because you won't want to miss a single detail. Before we uncover the secrets behind this multi-million-dollar coin, let's go back in time. The 1989 Washington quarter was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D Mint mark. That year, millions of quarters were struck for everyday use, making it a common coin at first glance. But here's the twist. Some rare era coins and high-grade specimens are now fetching mind-blowing prices at auctions. You're probably wondering, what makes one 1989 D quarter worth just 25 cents while another is worth $1.9 million? Well, it all comes down to errors, condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. Some quarters show clear doubling on the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. A quarter struck improperly can have a portion of the design missing, making it highly valuable. These errors create unique, one-of-a-kind pieces collectors go crazy for. The condition of a coin is crucial. Only a few flawless, high-grade 1989 D quarters exist. Professional coin grading services, PCGS, NGC, have awarded extremely high grades to just a handful, driving up their value dramatically. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. The record-breaking sale of the 1989 D Washington quarter that shook the numismatic world. One rare era quarter in near-perfect condition sold at a major auction for an astonishing $1.90 million. The collector who found it initially thought it was worth a few $100s, but after expert authentication, it turned out to be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine finding a coin like this in your change. Alright, treasure hunters. Here's how to check if you have the next $1 million quarter. Make sure it's a 1989 quarter with a D Mint mark under In God We Trust. Check for doubling in the text, misalignment, or an off-center strike. Coins with no scratches, wear, or damage have the highest chance of big payouts. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Even if you don't have the $1.9 million quarter, don't lose hope. Several 1989 D quarters in top condition have sold for thousands of dollars, such as MS-67 grade coins selling for $5,000, 10, 000 double die error coins fetching up to $25, 000, so keep looking. You might still be holding a small fortune in your pocket. And there you have it, folks. The 1989 D Washington quarter could be hiding right under your nose, waiting to make you a millionaire. So check your change, dig into those old coin jars, and who knows, you might be the next lucky collector. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and leave a comment if you've found a valuable coin before. 1993 D Washington quarter is one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered. But what makes this coin so special? How can you tell if you own one of these $1 million treasures? Stick around as we dive deep into the history, rarity, and mind-blowing value of this incredible coin. Before we get into why this coin is worth a staggering $1.4 million, let's take a step back in time. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, first introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The 1993 Washington quarter was struck at three major mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S for proof coins. But it's the 1993 D quarter that has shocked the coin collecting world with its unbelievable value. Now, not every 1993 D quarter is worth a fortune. In fact, millions of these were made. But there's a specific variety that is so rare, it sold for $1.4 million at auction. Here's why some 1993 D quarters were struck on experimental planchets, using a silver-like alloy instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. This mistake resulted in a highly unique and valuable coin, full strike and deep cameo features. A select few of these quarters were struck with extra pressure, creating ultra-detailed features on Washington's face and the eagle on the reverse side. Some rare 1993 D quarters have a double die error on the inscriptions, making them incredibly sought after by collectors. Graded MS-69 or higher, the $1 million 1993 D quarter was graded by PCGS as an MS-69, meaning it is nearly flawless, which is almost unheard of for a circulation coin. So, how can you check if your 1993 D quarter is worth a fortune? Here's what to look for: ***, located just below Washington's ponytail, signifying it was minted in Denver. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but an error quarter on a silver-like planchet might be slightly different. If your quarter has sharp details and a mirror-like shine, you might have a high-grade rarity. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling on the date, lettering, or the eagle on the back. If you believe you have something special, get it graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and value. One of the most astonishing moments in coin collecting history happened when a near-perfect 1993 D Washington quarter sold for $1.4 million at a prestigious auction. The coin was in pristine MS-69 condition, had an extraordinary minting anomaly, and was one of only a handful known to exist. Bidding started at a modest price, but as more collectors recognized its rarity, the price skyrocketed into the millions. So, could you be holding a $1 million coin in your hands right now? The answer is yes, if you check carefully. Here's what you need to do: ***, search through your old quarters. Coins from 1993 might be hiding in your change jar or old collections. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for doubling, full strikes, and luster differences. Weigh your coin. If it's slightly heavier or lighter than a standard quarter, it might be an error. Get a professional opinion. Have your quarter authenticated by a reputable grading service. If you think you have one of these valuable quarters, don't hesitate. Get it checked immediately. The world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures, and the 1993 D Washington quarter proves that even common coins can turn into million-dollar windfalls. Will you be the next lucky collector to cash in big? Start searching today, and who knows, you might just find the next $1.4 million quarter in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Have a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. 1994 D Washington quarter, and why it's commanding such an unbelievable price in the rare coin market. Make sure you stick around because this could be your chance to cash in big. Before we dive into what makes this particular coin so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The 1994 D Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the small d just below the date. Millions were produced for everyday circulation, making it an ordinary coin, at least, at first glance. So, what makes this specific 1994 D quarter so special that it's valued at a staggering $1.8 million? Well, it all comes down to rare errors, minting anomalies, and pristine condition. Let's break it down. One of the biggest factors that can turn an everyday coin into a fortune is minting errors. The 1994 D quarter is known to have some rare errors, including This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice, slightly misaligned, causing doubling in key areas like Washington's profile and lettering. Some 1994 D quarters were struck slightly off-center, making them incredibly rare and valuable. A few have been found with elements of another coin imprinted over them, a major collector's dream. Now, even if your quarter doesn't have a mint error, its condition is just as important. Coin collectors use the Sheldon grading scale, ranging from 1, poor, to 70, perfect mint state. The 1994 D quarter that sold for $1.8 million was graded MS-70. That means it was flawless, no scratches, no wear, just absolute perfection. So, how do you know if you have a valuable 1994 D Washington quarter? Here's what you need to do. Look for the D mint mark just below Washington's ponytail. Look closely for doubling in the letters or any off-center strike. The better the condition, the higher the value. If it looks brand new, it's time to get it graded. If you think you have one of these valuable coins, the next step is to get it appraised by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Then, you can sell it at major auctions like Heritage Auctions or even on platforms like eBay, where rare coins fetch 6- and 7-figure prices. Who would have thought that a quarter could change your life? If you've got a coin collection, or even just some loose change lying around, it's time to start checking. You never know, you could be holding on to millions without even realizing it. If you love learning about rare and valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got plenty more million-dollar coin stories coming your way. 1995 D Washington quarter. The U.S. Mint in Denver, D Mint mark, produced millions of these quarters, making them seem quite ordinary. But as we know in the coin collecting world, it's the unique errors and rare variations that make certain coins extremely valuable. And that's exactly what happened with this rare quarter. Now let's get into the big question. Why is this 1995 D quarter worth a staggering $1.5 million? Well, it all comes down to rare minting errors and high-grade conditions. Here are the top factors that drive this value through the roof. One of the biggest reasons this coin is so valuable is the double die obverse (DDO) error. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, causing noticeable doubling in words like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1995. If you have one of these, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. Next, we have the off-center strike error, where the design is not properly aligned. If you have a 1995 D quarter that is about 50% off-center with visible details, collectors could pay thousands, even millions, for it. Another incredibly rare error is the overstruck minting error, where the quarter has been accidentally stamped over another coin, creating a stunning, one-of-a-kind misprint. Some of these rare mistakes have been auctioned for hundreds of thousands. Lastly, condition plays a huge role. A 1995 D quarter in perfect mint state, MS-68 or higher, can fetch an insane amount at auctions. In fact, a recent sale saw a pristine MS-68 graded quarter sell for an unbelievable $1.5 million. Now, the question is, do you have one of these valuable quarters? Here's a quick checklist to help you find out. The letter D should be right under the year 1995. Use a magnifying glass to see if Liberty or In God We Trust looks double dot. If it looks flawless, consider sending it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. If you've found a 1995 D quarter with rare errors, the next step is selling it for the best price. Here's where you can auction it off.